What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're going to be drawing the Salvador Dali costume from the Money Heist. Let's get started by drawing two circles at the top of our page for the eyes. So we'll start on the left side, starting from the very top. Draw that circle. Now we're going to leave a gap and draw the same thing over on the right. So let's line up the top of the circle. Now we're going to go in and fill these circles in black. Now let's draw on those large eyebrows. So starting over on the left side, we curve up and then in, just on top of the eye. We'll curve this in and then down on the inside. Let's line this up on the right and do the same thing. Start by curving up, in towards the top. We'll curve out and then down towards the side of the eye. Let's round up the inside of the eyebrow. I'm just going to curl this around and then back up. And now we're going to follow that same curve going up towards the top of the eyebrow, towards the top peak. Do the same thing on the right side. Now I just want to taper this down towards the end of the eyebrow. And then we'll go in and fill the eyebrows in black. Now we're going to move to the center and draw on the nose. Let's start on the left side. We'll start with a curve, coming down and then back up. Now we're going to move up and draw a short curve in the opposite direction for the bridge of the nose. Now I want to add a fold along the top of each eye. So over on the left side, curve up and then down. Just following the same curve of the eye, just up above. Now we're going to tuck the mustache in underneath the tip of the nose. So we start underneath the left eye, just down here, we're going to draw a curve, going up, just underneath the nose, and then back down on the right side. From the end of the mustache, we're going to round this out, curling back in, and then we'll curve it back out toward the bottom of the eye. From the tips of the mustache, we're going to taper this back in and then down. And we'll follow this curve back in behind the nose. So we'll just round this out. Follow that same curve going in behind the nose. Continue down on the right side and round out the end. Let's fill the mustache in black. Let's add in the eye bag. Underneath the left eye, we draw a curve going down over the mustache and then back up. Now we're going to move down in the center and draw in the mouth. Starting on the left, we're going to curve up towards the mustache and back down on the right. We'll step down again, draw a shorter curve going across. Now let's draw the bottom half of the head. From the left eye, we're going to step out. Start by drawing a half circle, going around the mustache, underneath the mouth. I'm just going to bring that back up on the right side. Now let's draw the top half of the head. Starting back on the left, we're going to bump up the side of the head, curve up, and then in towards the middle. Bring this around and down toward the right side. Now we're going to draw on the inside edge of the hairline. In the center, start with a point. From this point, we're going to curve up over the eyebrow and then down towards the top of the cheek. So start by going up, rounding this out, and then coming down on top of the cheek. Go back to the center. We're going to do the same thing on the right. Going up, around the eyebrow, and then down. Let's add some texture to the hair. Starting from the center, we're going to curve up and over towards the left. Go back to the center, we're going to go out towards the right and straight up. Let's add some more texture on the left side. Step over, curve out, come out towards the top, curve out and then down. Now let's go to the right. Starting at the top of this curve, go out and up, step over and draw that again. Now when we come down towards the side, we'll curve out and then down. Let's add a couple wrinkles in the forehead. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve down and back up. Now we're going to draw a shorter curve just up above. Now let's move to the side and draw in the ears. Just above the cheek on the left side, we're going to curve up, round up the ear, and then pull that in towards the side of the head. And we'll do the same thing on the right side. Let's draw the inside edge of the ear. Starting on the left, we'll curve up and out. Now let's draw the inside edge of the hood. Starting on the top left side of the head, we're going to curve out around the ear. I'm going to curve this in towards the center, leaving a gap right underneath the chin. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line this up, start by curving out around the ear, come down. I'm just going to pull that in, again leaving a gap right in the middle. Now I want to draw on the top of the hood. We start back on the left side. We go a little bit higher in the middle. Bend this down and blend in towards the right side of the hood. Now we're going to go back to the center. We're going to bend these in and then down, leaving a gap in the center. And we'll just close this off with a straight line. And then from the inside curve, we go out and up in behind the head on both sides. Now we're going to move down and draw on the sides of the body. From this line, we're going to step out towards the left, curve out and down towards the left hip, line this up on the right, and do the same thing. Now we're going to add the zipper. From the two corners, we're going to draw a straight line coming down, which is going to match up with the side of the hips. Do the same thing on the right side. Close off the bottom, and we're going to fill that zipper in black. Let's add a pocket over on the left side. Start at the top, we're going to angle down and in. We step up, draw that same line. We'll close off the top and then the bottom, and then we'll fill this in black. Let's continue working down with the legs. From the bottom of the zipper, I'm going to step down, draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. Now we're going to leave a gap in the center and draw the inside of the leg. So step over towards the left, curve out and down towards the left heel, move over towards the right, curve out and down towards the right heel. Let's round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the heel, I'm going to curve down and up towards the toe, and do the same thing on the right. Let's draw on the top of the foot. Starting from the toe, we're going to draw a half circle, going up. I'm going to bend this down, aiming towards the heel. We're going to stop right about there. Let's do the same thing on the right, going up and then down. And then we're going to thicken up the sole. From the toe, we're going to step up. Just follow that same curve going in towards the heel and on the right side. Now we're going to go back up to the hip and draw on the side of the leg. Start on the left side, we're going to curve out, round out the leg, and then pull that in on top of the foot. And then we're going to draw the edge of the pant cuff. From the top of the foot, we're going to step up, curve down, and then up. Let's move back up and draw on the arms. We're going to start halfway down the side of the body. So right here, we're going to curve out and down towards the wrist. We'll line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now back on the left side, let's draw on the thumb. We draw a small half circle, curving in and then back out. At the end of the thumb, we'll draw a bracket. Let's do the same thing on the right. Start with a half circle for the thumb and then a bracket. We're going to add 3 fingers on either side. So we start at the bottom curve of the thumb, we come down and up around the bracket, add 2 more fingers. Stepping down, curve down and up the second finger. Now the third finger is going to go all the way around, up in behind the head. So we'll go out, and then we'll just bend that in. Let's do the same thing on the right. And now the last thing we do is add the cuff of the sleeve, starting from the inside of the wrist, and curve down and then back up towards the outside of the arm. And do the same thing on the right. And that's pretty much it. There's our Salvador Dali costume character from the Money Heist. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and check out one of these other videos over on the side. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.